Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of recording on this new void dungeon. Um, I'm going to say that I think, in general, the first three stages are relatively easy. The fourth stage, it scales up massively to be able to complete. Um, you can see I haven't done light yet, so I guess maybe we'll do lights and we'll talk our way through this as we're doing it. Alright, so looking at the light dungeon, first thing, in theory, they're giving you a strategy to be successful. They recommend bringing somebody to make sure you guys come back from being dead. Um, okay, so if you don't petrify it, he disintegrates you, I guess, which means you just insta-die. Which is why they recommend the Undying Volition skill. Um, disintegration doesn't sound like a lot of fun. So they're also recommending, these are the 5 things they recommend you bring to this fight. Uh, Interesting that they. Okay, that's a nice feature. They do have the thing so you can click on it and it will pull up the astromons that have the recommended skills in that vein. So you can see, you can click on it and that. Well, in theory, it tells you where you have it. Theory tells you where they have it, but they did not enable that in this set to be able to do that. Also, you're much better off having it as a slot 3 skill for like the petrification and the lethal strike than as a secondary skill. Um, just really tough to be able to pull some of this stuff off. So anyway, their basic recommendations are basically this. Now, if you can kill it before it gets those off, you don't have to worry about it. So phases 1 and 2 in general, if you take lethal strikers or even courageous strikers in general, I've seen you can usually wipe the floor with the first couple of rounds of it because you just kill it before it can do anything. Um, but that does not actually allow you to be successful in higher levels because if you don't have these skills, you will fail at the higher levels. So I'm going to break the mold on this and we're going to go because she has a decrease enemy resistance. So that skill against these bosses effectively is just about useless because you can't land a debuff on them unless they let you land a debuff on them. And that's only when they've amplified their own demise. So she's actually going to be on my teams. You can actually select the box and tell the mon that you want to go in the box. So I'm going to select the mons like that. Did I get the third one of her set up on here already? I actually just recently made it, but I might have tossed her back into my saving queue. So I'm going to go pull her out. I'm going to go look at some stuff first and then go do that. So we're going to go in here. And I'm going to go to my astromons. And we're going to sort by kind. In just a second, I need ultimate or Evo 3s to start with. By kind. The reason I'm doing this is I want to see where I have my wild fangs. It's unfortunate I can't just type in the name of the units I'm looking for because that would make this a lot faster search-wise. Here are my wild fangies. Alright, so I do have my water wild fang here, and the water wild fang has this petrify as a secondary, which means you'd have to make sure that you got the SP boosted up. My Wood Wildfang is in a primary slot, so that's good. So that's a 100% chance. It only needs to be for one turn. The sleep on the Wood Wildfang is going to be pointless for this. Let's look at my stats I got going on here for you. Attack is low. She's not meant to be a high attacker. Because I'm going to be bringing her, I'm just going to spend some gold real quick. Pump the gems up on her that I have, up to 15s. I don't need to do the resist skill because there's no point to that. Well, the reason there's no point is she's already at her max resist. She's at 85% resist. Alright, so I got a Wildfang lead. Now I do need to grab 2 more petrifies. So we're actually going to come over here, status effect, petrification. And we're going to look and see who's got it on first. I'd prefer it to be first slots for the skill. Okay, Bolt Wing. Although this, I probably only have the base version of the bird at the moment, so not quite so useful. Wood Lucy on the alts. On the alts for petrification aren't really going to do me much in the way of good. Only an 80% chance. You also want it to be 100% chance. Having it 80% equal crap. So Water Verd can not so much. Okay, so it looks like check the Bolt Wing. I'll check the Water Verd. Catatoad, not any use. The Persephone isn't bad, but you've got to rely on her getting SP up. So she's got to be paired off with an SP booster for that team. Alright, I think I can check on the guys. So we're going to go look for Evo 3s. So I do not have the Bolt Wing for the water built out at the moment. I need to search by kind. Looking for wood. Sorry, some of this is you're seeing how the pancake gets made or the sausage gets made. Whichever way you want to look at it, it's only an 80% chance. Again, 80% chance for this is not good enough. You want 100% chance on these skill sets to work. Okay, so I do have You're the Druidess, not who I thought I was looking for. I thought I had one in stock. I have a second Wood Wildfang for some reason, which even better. Now that's makes it easier there. You know what? The reason I'm not seeing the wood is because I need to be looking for water. Anyway. Nope. Alright, so alright, well I've got 2 petrifiers now. And if I bring the Water Persephone with an alt, she's got to be at least 80%. She is 80% for one turn, so she has a chance. It'd be better if she had 100% because just the chance there is. At that point, it might even be better for me just to bring the Wild Fang. After all, so let me flip down to the Wild Fang. I gotta make sure the Wood Wild Fang, the second one, actually has gems on her. And she just, well, she does. She just doesn't have trinkets. Gem sets. Alright, I really should put some attack gems on you. You know, actually, the plus 20% accuracy could be really useful on a water bolt. Well, Boltwing has the full amount. 20% accuracy, in theory, boosts an 80% accuracy to 100% accuracy for a skill. I think that's what this gem set does. So if I go and I look at the Water Wild Fang, which is already here, 80%, so that would in theory boost it to 100% if I had the gem set on her. She's got health gem set on her right now though. Alright, start with trinkets. Just go ahead and get trinkets slotted in. Trinket 1, Trinket 2, Trinket 3, upgrade the trinket all the way across. Upgrade the trinkets all the way across. And upgrade this trinkets all the way across. Okay, so now we're going to look at this gems. She is a defender. Her base attack is, no matter what, basically always going to be low. But still, a flat defense on this skill set's not really what I want. I'd rather have an attacker in there for the shield. Why not? There's an attack that has 20% crit. That's actually a really, really nice gem. Might not use it on her. I just want a decent attack rate. It does not need to be plus 20% side crit rate. I don't need the recovery boost there. Let's see. Okay, we're going to put this one on. We're going to go ahead and upgrade it. By the way, yesterday I had 85 million gold. Okay, so got a bit more attack. Defense is still good. Hit points are okay. They're not the greatest, but they're okay. Resistance is already maxed. There's no point to do a higher level of resistance. So it might be worth it for me to find a shield gem that has some resistance and just replace this gem with like this one, for example. A much higher defense and attack up. This actually overall is a really good gem. So I lose some resist, but I'm going to go ahead and slap that in there. My resist drops down to 55%. I'm okay with that. Now this is a flat attack. Again, I don't need on this at this point a flat attack. I'm not going to use, as I mentioned, the really good gem there. We'll see what this ends up being at +9. Not bad. We'll go ahead and run this one the rest of the way out. That actually is pretty good. We're going to go and throw that on there. So my defense is still not bad. My attack now is better. My resist is a little bit lower, but it's still respectable at 46%. Alright, so I've got 2 petrifiers as recommended by them. If I bring my water Persephone, that is a third. Again, I'm not happy that she only has the 80%. So before I do that, we're going to jump back to skill guide, status effect, petrify. We're going to look for a petrifier in the first slots. Oh, look at that. My wood kiki. If I have a wood kiki in the house, and I do in storage too. She's got petrify on turn on anyway, let me go get the wood kiki out of storage too. Storage 2 wood. Here's hoping she's an Evo 3 and not Evo 1. Right here. Oh, that's perfect. Coming out, wood kiki. I haven't gotten to play with you for a long time. Alright, wood, Evo 3, and Kiki, who has no gems on her. She is an attacker type too, which is nice because this way I can actually get some. I guess we'll run her skill books up because why not run her skills up if she's going to be here in this dungeon? She needs to be able to do damage. I wish there was a way just to have it do the skill up all at one time and just pay per, I have books, let's do it. But no. Alright, so we're getting there. 4 more of these to go through. I have to honestly say I never thought I would skill up a wood kiki. But you know what? There's a reason I kept her around in storage. Wasn't sure what it was other than I thought I actually liked the model. So here she is. She's got a job to do now. And 1 more skill book. Okay, so now we need to put gems on her. She's an attacker. Just to make this simpler on me, I'm going to upgrade it before I slot it on so I don't have to reselect it and do it again. Oop, alright, well, Tina, you failed me, girl. 1.4 million to not get you from 10 to 15. This has been a very expensive gem. Alright, we're going to upgrade you. Let's do better this time, Tina. While I complained I had a lot of money, I wasn't expecting to spend it all on that 1 gem. Or a trinket. Alright, upgrade, consecutive. And honestly, until they at some point make these things actually give you set bonuses, there's no point to use any specific types together. Alright, so now I need crit rates and crit damage. So we're going to do a search. We're going to search by crit rate, crit damage, percentage. So it's going to show me my gem types that have a combination of that. So I've got it, and it's a combination in damage reductions. I've got it in a combination as stuns. I've got it in a combination as shields. As SP ups. I actually have it as a combination in hit point leeching. So that actually is useful, but I'd rather not use that. I'd rather not use that on this character, this mon. I have it as a skill for my attack up. That for this might be quite useful. So it's actually a decent set for the Valor Gem. The crit damages. I've got one that gives 33% resist. That's actually a really nice subset on that gem. And another one here. Okay, so I'll use the Valor Gems for her. just to make this faster for searching, flip, 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 we'll throw this one on her. She's going to have really good resistance. We're going to go to crit rate, percent. Upgrade this gem, quick upgrade. Close, equip. Alright, so she's got crap for defense. This is probably why I didn't use her. So, and she's got crap for attack right now. So I need an attack gem that is actually going to give her a good defense substat. So attack. Okie. You're not it. And you're better, so we're going to use this one. And equip. Okay, so she's decent across the board. She's not fantastic in anything at all. Is the best that I can say about her. We'll go ahead and do some enhancements. I do have enough dust to do some. I'm not a fan of this flat hit points on the. Oh my gosh. This very first one, you should make sure you get a good whatever you're going for. She's already got good resistance. I don't want resist. Oh, flat recovery, no. Because this is the least expensive one to get. So make sure you get a good one in this slot. Any other slots are more expensive. Okay, we'll take the crit rate. She's an attacker. We're looking for attack or defense. I honestly, she's an attacker. I'll just take it, whatever. Because she's a flat attacker and her base defense sucks anyway. I'm not going to be too picky about some of these. I just don't want what I just got there, recovery. So we'll reset that one. Recovery on the enhancements is basically useless. We'll take the crit damage. I really would like one of these last two to hit an attack percentage. Here we go. And then we'll probably take whatever we get for this one. Okay, perfect. Percentage hit points and a good roll on it. Okay, so I've got my 3 petrifiers. So we're going to jump back over. We're going to go over to this guy. We're in light dungeon, so we're going to start resetting this team. So again, recommendation for what it recommends: Petrify, Lethal Strike, Full Buff Breaker, or Buff Breaker. Honestly, either one of these two is fine. You don't need both. There's no point to bring both. And Undying Volition. Alright, so, oh, you know what? I didn't grab the lip. Give me a moment. I'm going to jump back. I'm going to grab my other, who I had just made not too long ago. My other Evo 3 Fire. Here she is. I believe I've got her gems. I do not. I will put gems on her in just a moment. Alright. So she actually, I really like this unit. I use this unit a lot, sometimes on the PvP when 3 stars get damage boosts. She racks up into crazy levels worth of damage because that perseverance on her. If she lives long enough, she is going to wreck someone's day. Actually, she generally wrecks a lot of people's day because she also gets the resurrection off for the entire team. It's a really good skill. Equip. I'm actually going to have to do enhancements on her as well because I've not done them previous. Keep forgetting I want to sequence this way. That. And then equip it. All right, and you saw me do this a moment ago where I did my percentage crit damage crit rate searches. And I mentioned there were some really good gems out there that I was looking at earlier, but I didn't want to use them on the other units because it's not the greatest of attacker types. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I will go the attacker on her, and I'll use these gems again for the attack. Because she can do some crazy damage. And there's that secondary. Okay, yep, it's gonna be these guys. I'm gonna upgrade this one the rest of the way up. Crit rate gem. We're at WYSIWYG, what we see is what we get. So we're going to go that one. So we'll upgrade this one the rest of the way up. Oh, WYSIWYG is an old computer term for those that did not know. I forgot what the other one was, so we're just going to go ahead and go and do these, and I'll get that last gem. Crit rates. Equip. Crit damage. Equip. And one more blue gem. I don't really want a defense gem here. That actually is a good gem. Let's see if I have an attack gem for her. That's good, and the answer is no, so we're not going to go off of attack. So we'll go back and look at hit points, because the good one was there for hit points. Oh, okay, yeah, you know what? Let's make this gem. Okay, so we're going to equip this. You can blow a lot of money doing upgrades and stuff. Alright, so looks like we're going to be doing the upgrades for the skills as well, because with her, with Perseverance, you absolutely have to have her skill booked up. Chaos Yuki, by the way, that's this one's name. But yeah, so this goes to an extra 25% damage on the base skill, which is the Perseverance. That on top of the Perseverance, which is every turn for 8 turns, you get, I think it's a 10% increase to your damage. After 8 turns, your damage has skyrocketed. And usually, on at least autos, the AIs for your opponents don't usually target her. She's not a favorite mon of theirs to target because she's fire. Water, if they have a water like Persephone, they'll attack her. Water Persephone doesn't do a lot of damage unless someone's built a really weird water Persephone. So yeah, it's a good little character to have. Good little astromon to have. All right, so fully booked up. We're going to go to the enhancements. Crit rate and attack are what we're looking for in the starting spots, unless I get like a max hit point percentage or something. Also concerned about resist. Defense percentage is nice, but that's not what I want in this slot. There we go. And a really good attack percentage roll with that. I'm not going to worry so much about crit resist. If I get it later, fine. Perfect. Okay, so I've gotten the 2 base skills that I really want. I'm not going to accept a substandard, even the flat like that. I'll take the defense percentage because I can re-roll that into a higher roll. I re-rolled that. I don't want a flat defense there. Take the hit point. I am not going to accept the recovery on this unit because recovery on this unit does nothing good. Okay, so I'm okay with this setup. So we're going to hit OK. We're going to do a reroll on this. Already better. We're going to do a reroll on the crit damage. Better. All right. Double check my. Okay, I'm all right. All right, so I've got a good set of units now lined up for pulling this off. I've spent a whole bunch of money. I got a tiny fraction of it back. All right, and I'm billing this as being a void dungeon. We are getting there because now we've got units set up to try the light dungeon along the lines that the light dungeon is recommending for this. All right, so as I mentioned, we're going to slot, well, as I promised, we're going to slot these guys. I'm actually going to put my best one at the tail end. So we're actually going to do not so great, new, and then and like I said, she does rock, so put her there. All right, so now they are recommending a super breaker for debuffs. There are so many units that have super debuffs breaking, or super full break debuffs. The Midsummer Ran Miho is actually a really good unit that has it. So we will take, and I've got, so is the Fire Zeus. So between Fire Zeus and Fire Miho, I have the units that can pull this off. So we're going to go ahead and slot them in. Ooh, no, not like that. Let's take a look at these guys real quick. 66,000 and 4,100. Because I got choices. 4,700, slightly lower. And then Miho, 56,000. So Miho's a better all-around unit. Has defense break on the back end. I think because the Fire Zeus has that attack up, that's who I'm going to snag to be here. I don't think I've got a third partially built Fire Zeus, so we will grab one of the other Mihos. We'll grab this Miho, as a matter of fact. Alright, so I've got Resurrectors. I've got Zeus's. So we need to have two different classes left we must have. We need to have a healer, and we must have a lethal striker. That is who they're recommending as a lethal striker. They're not recommending Courageous Strike. They're recommending Lethal Strike. So I'm going to grab my Super Miho, my Summer Miho, and then I'm going to grab my Candy Dudes. There's Candy Dude 1. Relatively sure I had a second one built here. I might not. Oop, I do. He's just way the heck down the sheet. There he is. He's got a ragtag set of gems, let me tell you. I might have to go and upgrade him some to make him better. That's probably why he's so far down the list. And then I need healers. Now, this is the light unit. So the healer types that I want to bring on this, I think, are going to be SP boosters. And the reason I say that is I need to be able to make sure I can use my SP alts when I need them to be used. So it's going to be a dark Miho on the front end. Or a Miho. It's alright. not Mia, sorry, I'm tired. Dark Hannah on the front side. Light, it's going to be a light Cupid, because he's an SP booster. And I've got another light Cupid here. All right, now there are these exclusive skills you can pay money for to get. You should not need this for turns 1 and 2. So we're going to go ahead and start this team off and see how this looks. Okay, well, first wave, like I said, this first wave should be really easy. You see my lethal strikers just annihilating the guy. Okay, this lethal striker is my weak link, so I'm going to have to boost him. Because you have to clear all 3 in order to clear the dungeon. So I think at the moment what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him, and I'm going to put in a different lethal striker. Let's see. It's going to be her. All right, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that pause. Come back over. Okay, so you can see they've scaled up because I did not kill it outright on this attack. All right, and the Wood Asir. You know what's funny is I did all that prep and I didn't bring any of the petrifiers with me. So my petrifiers are not on the teams here. I did burn it down fast enough it wasn't needed. This is where the resurrections will start coming into play. Hello, Jim. Well, maybe not yet. Like I said, if you burn them down fast enough, the resurrections don't matter. Oop, okay, and that was the first 3 waves. I don't have enough money to do another set, so I'll do that tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching, folks. Bye. All right, so good morning, people. This is going to be part 2 of looking at void crystals. I actually think they did not do the introductory for how this void crystal thing works very well, because I sure didn't understand it to start with. So I'm going to give you a little bit more information about what I've learned on it, and also I'm going to talk about their void crystal notes they put out a couple of days ago. Apparently MSL has realized that it is incredibly stupid hard for the void dungeons. So they basically say they understand there are concerns about the gathered maintenance. There'll be a sweep function added to the high difficulty void. We've confirmed that many masters feel a great burden in clearing it repeatedly. You plan to apply, make the enjoyable factor of conquering dungeon, but add a sweep function that masters can easily obtain rewards once masters complete it. It'll be possible to immediately obtain clear rewards for stages that have already been cleared when the sweep function is used. So I'm thinking if you've beaten it once, they will accept that you've beaten it, and you'll always be able to go there, just pay the base cost, and it will just give you the reward. So you don't have to manually do it each time. Now, stages 3 and 4, well, I think I've made, and we'll look. Stages 3 and 4 are just ridiculously more difficult than the ones prior to them. Especially stage 4. I've not beaten any stage 4s yet, and I've got really, really good astromons to start with, but I've not been able to pull it off yet. And we're going to look some more at that today too. So they do acknowledge that the middle stages are somewhat hard, which is a major obstacle. So they're going to make it slightly higher and make it easier to obtain high void crystals and void shards. Probability of obtaining void shards when diving, probably meant dividing void crystals, will be increased. So this was something that was not actually really understandable as part of the whole void crystal piece, and I'm going to explain this better. When I read that, I'm like, was there a way to divide them? Was there a way to make them better? And I was unsure if that was the case or not until I actually started exploring it more. After I started exploring it more, it became obvious that that was the case, that you can actually do things with them, and I'll show you how to do that. So this improvement will be implemented to ensure at least one sub-property is guaranteed to be granted, even if more than one sub-property is locked and crafted. People are disappointed because during the process of crafting, there's a chance that they may not be able to obtain the next sub-property if they locked the desired sub-property and proceed with additional crafting. Plan to improve so at least one property is guaranteed when the sub-property is locked. Now, we're going to do this as quickly as possible, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, and I recorded the other video. Obviously, I've got two videos. One I did Saturday, one I did Sunday. I'm combining them into a single to go over. But I'm going to show you void crystals to start with. They also talked about that they recognize when you divide them, we're not getting... I've got no idea what the hell the chances of the reward is for this, but to start with, to see your crystals that you've got to come over here, go to Manage Items, go to Crystals. Okay, now, you can see the different types. This one is a balance crystal. This one's an attack crystal. This one's an HP crystal. And you can see that supposedly this has two possibilities. Okay. Increase Alex critical hit damage by 50% in Void Dungeon. Set of 3 effects. So if you got the whole set, you get the 15% in Void Dungeon, Death Blow, Fighting Spark, and Void Dungeons. So there are set bonuses if you've got the full set of the type on your Astromon. Applies a 30,000 shield to allies in the Void Dungeon for 2 turns. If you have this on, this is a recovery unit. That's a nice strength shield to start with. Fighting Spirit, 15% attack power. So these bonuses, the set bonuses, are really nice in the dungeons. Now, looking at these, I'm just going to pick one. We're going to pick this one, and you've got some options here. You can craft, transform, upgrade, or divide. So if you transform, you can spend 50 astro gems to make it a different type, one of the 5. Now, and actually you end up being one of 4 because you already are 1. So let's say I wanted this to be an attack crystal. I would have to roll it, and so it would spin around, and it would have to land on attack. Now I spent, and I'll show you, I spent about 300 astrogems to get one of these changed to a Miho for one of the mid crystals, because I needed the crystals to make a complete set of mids on Miho. I needed to change one of the mids I had to one that Miho could actually use. I'm going to flip this around and have the grades. So these are the mid crystals I currently have. I have no highs, but you have to have 3 of the set for them to give you the set bonus. So I've been trying to make sure I get the set on my units, because if I'm going to take them into the Void Dungeon, they need to have the sets on them to get the set bonus for the Void Dungeon. Now this crystal, I'm just going to show you. So this crystal shows it's a mid. It's got 3 possibilities. 3 possibilities. And it shows you, some of them show you what the first one is. You can get it and it might show you what it is or not. So we'll just look at this one. This has got defense unlocked at the moment. Now I could go here and tell it I want to craft it, and then I can use a void crystal to re-roll and try to get the other 2 slots activated. Now, how do you get void crystals? Well, you can get them by, and I want to pick one that I'm willing to melt off. We'll just pick this one. You can get them by saying, okay, I have this crystal here, it's crap, I'm going to divide it. When you divide it, you have one random thing that shows up, a void shard, which is what you need to do the substat rolls, 2,000 gold, it's a low crystal, so that's 2,000, or a void crystal chest. Now, I've melted 20 of these so far, and all I've gotten were gold. So your chances to get these other 2 are incredibly low. I've got 3,000 gold, so it didn't even give the 2,000 it said it was going to give. It felt bad for me, so it gave me 3,000 instead. I'm going to sort them by types just so you can see. I'm going to melt off a few more of these. We'll just do the lows, and I'll just do ones I've got duplicates of. So we're just going to divide that out. Look, another 3,000 gold. Divide. Another 3,000 gold. Divide. 3,000 gold. You see, there's not really, I've got no idea what the chance is, but I'm not landing whatever the chance is. I've not landed a single one for dividing these out. And this is something that MSL noted that they're going to supposedly look into, because the odds of this, I finally, that's the first time I've ever gotten something, ever, aside from 3,000 gold, and that's now about 30. So 1 out of 30 gave me a chest. So we're going to open the chest up, we're going to take a look at it. And the chest it gave me is a balance type. So it looks like it just randomized out. I want to look at recent. It gave me another low void crystal. So it scrapped out 1 low void crystal for another low void crystal of a random sort. That was not even worth it, is what the answer is, and then 3,000 gold. So again, you can see the break points on these things is just ridiculous for what you're going to get when you divide them. So unlike me, who's just doing this to demo and show you, I would not suggest melting any of these at this point. I'm not going to melt anymore, because if I melt anymore, it's just going to be wasting them, and I don't want to waste stuff. All right, so I've shown you that. I'm going to just show you my Miho for a second. Attack. Actually, you know what? She's the most recent because I made her a variant. Okay, so you see her attack now is 8,700. And I do have a crap defense gem on her at the moment because I don't have a attacker gem to put on, but I did unlock to get the 2 slots on it at least. So it's not total crap, but you can see that this 8,700 for my attack skill, I've got another 10% increase on here. I'm going to unequip this for just a second. That's going to cost me a little bit of gold, but that's fine. So it's 8,700 attack. That gem boosted my attack by 500. That's huge. This gem is a 6.6% crit and another 10% crit damage. So her crit rate is, with that increase, is over 100. It was under 100 before, it's over 100 now, and the crit damage is massive. She is one-shotting light Persephones in PvP. I was just doing PvP prior to the close for today, and I was literally one-offing them after making those changes. It was not even close. So definitely a game changer to the extent of how much more damage units are going to be throwing that have these gems with the substats on them equipped. Basically, it's going to make it so there are going to be people that have these in PvP and people that don't. The people that don't will never get to the top of the PvP charts. I'm not sure exactly, and I'm running the ad, but I'm not sure you can view that as being fair or not, but you'll never be able to get. So you guys are all getting to watch this ad for this other game as as I'm talking about this, but the PvP element is just going to be absolutely crazy. The amount of additional damage that the people that are able to get those gems, and especially the whales, because everyone will be able to get them, but for the first 6 months, I'll just say the first 6 months, the PvP charts are just going to be shattered by people that pay their money up to it. After that, people that are not the whales will slowly catch up. And you know, the whales support the game, so it's how the game gets to be able to be played. I don't mind them. That is not an incremental bonus. That is a game change balance-wise for what those damages are going to be that the whales will have as a result. So we're just going to go over, and we're just going to go into here, and we're going to go to Void Dungeon because I didn't do my 3 yet today. And so we're just going to look at the Light Dungeon. So I've gotten the first 2 stages in. We'll go ahead and hit this one. I have upped some of my units. This is Light Dungeon. I think I am going to... Honestly, I think for the moment, I'm not even going to bother with a healer. Well, I'm torn for that third team. So this dungeon recommends Undying Volition, Full Buff Break, and Lethal Strike. Petrification. I do have Petrifiers. I'm just not sure that I want to bring a Petrifier. These first maps shouldn't be that difficult that it needs a Petrifier on the team. So I did actually, hold on, I'm going to go to my 6s, go to my darks. I did up the damage on my other candy dude. So we're going to swap that over to there. Turn off the auto. Yeah, so her damage is just a lot. So in theory, her bonus is being applied to everybody too at this point as well. So basically, first wave just destroyed it before it could even take a second hit. Second wave doing okay, took it to half. Oop, I got attacked down on my unit that I need to do the damage. So probably, yep, so I did not kill it this round. Shock is a bad thing for me, but I should still be able to kill it off because fire girl, whoever, I want to call her Yuri, I want to call her Yuki, she's not Yuki, I think she's Yuri. Anyway, so we're going to go and hit him again. Okay, so this team is the weaker of the 3 teams. problem here is he's throwing a shock. Yeah, that shock is the problem. But never fear, I've got units that can still punch through this, I think. Alright, and we hit him again. Alright, so I think this third team is just going to have to be able to kill it before it can trigger its crap on me. I actually am so surprised I got a mid-gem out of that. So we're going to hit play again. Oh, I did not want to do that. We're going to go back. I don't want to play the second stage again. We're going to go to third stage. Third stage, and I'm going to swap out these two units. So we're going to be putting in an attack up and one more lethal striker. Who's better? 11424 or 11701. Well, I'm going to say the 11701 is better. You know what's even better than 11701? 2 units that have massive amounts. So we're going to go with that. And you can actually see I've got the attacker node on here. I'm getting 15% critical hit damage boost because the Miho has that bonus. Alright, so we're going to... That third team just has to kill it. There's no beating around the bush in this case. The third team has to get the kill off fast. All right, and you see how much quickly this guy's damage or defense has gone up. I only took a quarter off that first attack. Okay, he can't be healed now. So there's the shockers against me. Let's see what hits here. Okay, so we got some immunities. This, wish I could see what that actually was. Oh, that's not going to matter because I'm going to kill it with this attack. Some water drink because I'm thirsty with talking. Okay, so I actually will be casting my resurrection skill this time around. I'm not going to cast it yet, mainly because I don't want it knocked off of me. Well, that's going to be interesting. Alright, I'm going to cast it now. I'm going to use that for the debuff. So he's debuffed out. And we're going to keep hitting him for damages. So I have my res running, so he has a disintegrate or something. I don't know what it is or when it will hit, but my goal is to be able to resurrect out of it. Okay, so didn't matter because he survived long enough to get the attack off. Alright, so this team is all about the lethal strike attacks. Hit him again. So this team actually is punching through fast, which is good. And this should be the last attack that's needed. Alright, so I was able to punch through with the lethal strikers by just ignoring doing anything else and just hitting him. Alright, so we're going to go to next stage. I'm going to go ahead and buy the damage boosts. Increase allies' attack power by 5. I mean, the thing is, it's not like I don't have the money, so we're going to go ahead and buy this one. Okay, so I'm increasing my attack by 100%. That, for the first 5 turns, that should be enough to make sure I'm able to tear through this. Let's find out. Oh, and when you do this, you have to actually activate it for it to work. If you don't activate it, it's not going to work. I'm not going to use it for this first team because this first team, holy shit. I was going to say the first team should be able to pull this off without it, but you see how much. Okay, well, it didn't help that my guys weren't focused, so that was a mistake on my part, apparently. Apparently, I forgot to target him, so I'm saving the exclusive skill. Hopefully, I don't end up regretting saving the exclusive skill. That, I think, is an attack up. It is. That will be useful when Miho's turn is able to actually hit this thing. Okay, so she actually did hit it. This 2-turn shock is going to be bad news. Throw another heal. Hit him again. Recovery seal. That is important that that landed because he was about to do whatever this is going to be. Okay, yeah, he just outright disintegrated my unit. So that's why the resurrection is important, or you get just outright disintegrated. I do not know if I will be able to recover this fight on this at this point. Well, now I do know. I won't be able to recover it. So we're going to give up. I might have just burned 100,000 gold and not even have it available. Yeah. Bye-bye 100,000 gold. So if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So that tells me the third team here, they're not going to be able to pull that off because the disintegrate is just going to take somebody out. And I just don't think they're going to be able to throw the damage fast enough. So the undying volition becomes really important here. So I'm going to get the recommended dark variants. Looking for the My Little Pony, which is this guy right here. Okay, so we're gonna rebuy that. Try the battle again. We're gonna target successfully the guy in the center because failed to do that last time, which was stupid. Hit him again. We're going to go ahead and cast the resurrection right now because I need to make sure that I don't not get that off. Yeah, this will be another loss because I was not able to get my heals off. I am beginning to think that I don't know if I can steal from this guy or not, but I'm going to try to. No, because he throws an immunity on himself at the same time. So you cannot steal from him his defense boost. You can only purge it. Alright, so I'm going to grab one of my petrifiers. Just because I want to test this. Nope, I need wood. Petrifier to bring is the sheriff. Because in theory, you can petrify him before he throws his disintegrate, and then that means he misses his disintegrate attempt. It's a shame it doesn't tell you what he's at and what he's about to do, though. Maybe I should throw the petrifies on or these side units. One less thing to be messing with me if I petrify the side units off. And my sheriff doesn't actually do a lot of damage. Key piece is just turning the guy to stone. Oh, okay. He had immunity because the dude gave him immunity, so turning him to stone there didn't matter. So there's 2 turns worth of immunity. Can't petrify him. Oh, this is going to be a massive fail in just a moment because I'm never going to get SP, and if I can't get SP, my guys are just SOL'd. Yeah, my healer's not getting any SP orbs. Okay, so she got disintegrated, but then saved. And then my team dies. Yeah, so interesting how this is playing out. I'm throwing energy at it. I'm not going to throw any more gold at it at the moment because I want to see how a couple of things here work. What's hurting me initially is this initial hammering of my SP. Not being able to get SP means I can't throw heals. Try something like that. I'm getting boosted SP now. Am I getting boosted SP? No. I'm getting boosted resistance, so I should not take as many shocks to start with, which is what's locking me out initially. And I will still have the resurrection available. And I got 2 lethal strikers. Shocks landing on me are bad. Okay, so this is where he got weakness amplified. It said weakness amplification, but it's not showing the debuff on him. Has a 100% chance to instantly deal fatal damage to the enemy with the highest attack power. Okay, well, that's fantastic. So, Dark Miho is going to die here anyway, but that's okay, because she's going to get back up again, because she got the insta-res. Problem is, 3 of my units took that hit, and I don't have the damage potential to overcome that at this point. You know, they really don't say it, but what they should be really recommending for this fight is immunity. The shocks, the constant debuffs that are getting hit on me, those are making this, those are what are costing me the fight. So, what's really needed really needed is immunity for this team so that they don't get hammered, or a shield. And that's where the crystals that give you the 30,000 point shield for the first 2 turns are going to be critical, I think, to be able to pull this off, to avoid that. Let me actually go look at that right now. I probably have at least one set. The problem is you have to have the set in order to pull it off. Because they don't, the thing is, he doesn't do a whole bunch of damage to start with. Alright, so we're going to go manage crystals. We're going to look at it. We're going to sort them by type. These are all attackers. I have a full attacker set. Balanced. I do have a full potential balanced set. Recoveries. I do not have a full recovery set. I'm missing the left arrow. Or health, whatever. What is health? Tank. Okay, I don't have a full tank set. And then recovery. I don't have a full recovery set either because I've got lefts, middle, and no rights. And then defender. I do have a full defender set. That's resistance by 10%. Protector shield increases allies' defense by 15%. Balanced is the... Okay, so there was one that gave a shield. What one was it? There it is. The tank type gives the shield. But I would need another tank type. It needs to be a left crystal and not a right crystal. And I don't have it as a left crystal, so I can't finish that set out. I do have enough to do a protector set, which gives me the extra 10% resistance. Hold on. Did it really say protector sets? Defender set. Okay. I said protector, it said defender. Defenders. Elements. By attack. So you're going to get, if I put it on you, you would give the whole team a 10% resist buff. But in reality, like I said, I think it's more, what's needed is immunity than a resist buff. I've got Evil One Light Persephone parked there. The immunity girl is actually a defender type. Well, alrighty. Equip you. Equip you. And we will equip you. Okay, so now she's got a set boost on her. I'm just going to run the upgrades because why not? No, that was already upgraded crafts. I have some crystals. This is a mid, so we'll go ahead and why not? Try again. I'm trying to get 2 substats here. Nope. There we go. 2 2 substats. Recovery doesn't matter so much. The defense is nice. Upgrade this. I'm out of the crafting. I can't do any more crafts on it. But, so she now has the boost for the defense in the dungeon. Try that in just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to pull out 6 ultimates. Oh, I guess or I need to be Evo 3 and dark. So then grab the Miho. There, attack up and water. And her. Okay, so let's see what this looks like just for fun, to see if the first wave can actually beat it. So I've got an increased attack. I've got a unit that should be able to resist stuff and then free the rest of my team from the debuffs that keep landing on it. Unless she gets shocked out, in which case nothing good will happen. Okay. And see, this is why I needed this to work, because this is just ridiculous. So now I'll be able to get immunity. She's got 95% resistance. Not that it matters in this case at all, because he's just destroying stuff because I got completely shocked out. And then this will just destroy somebody who had the highest attack value. So she got disintegrated. She lived to tell the tale. And then she died. Okay. So I think this team can be successful, at least for the first wave. I don't think the other ones can be. Just being honest about it. Okay, didn't get shocked. The immunity for everybody, big deal. Attack up for everybody, even more damage from her, except she didn't even bother crit. So she actually, my other girl who's not a lethal striker, did more damage because she's cool. We should go ahead and throw the I'm going to get up when I die anyway. We will rethrow my immunity because the immunity is why I'm not dead yet. We will rethrow the attack up. This Yuri is doing crazy damage at this point, I suspect. Well, alright, I say crazy damage. She's doing good damage. It's not crazy. It's just good. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off at this point. Well, okay. If she can throw another set of 13,000 something damages like that, I might be able to pull it off. There goes the disintegrate. Okay, and here goes my immunity on me, because I need it. Got one more turn worth of the immunity. Will he just kill me? Yes. I got really close to being able to pull that off for the first wave. I'm not sure what I could have done differently to have succeeded there. I am going to, because why not? This will be for the second team, an attempt for this. The kicker is these. The kicker is those shocks on the other teams are going to destroy them. So while this team might be able to clear the first wave, the other teams are probably not going to be successful. Hit him again. Some good damage. I got the immunity on call. There's the shock on the Miho, but I overcome it. I hit you again. You're at half. My team's doing okay at the moment. I hit you again, and again, and again. And I'll just go ahead and throw it now. Attack. Immunity. Attack. Boost for the rest. A hit. Hit everybody. Hit him again. Okay. I've got the resurrections. People will die here. That's okay. Because they're all going to get back up again. Get him, yo! Get him! And I did not use the 5-turn super skill boost yet. That's going to be needed on this team. I'm not sure it's going to matter, but we're going to try it. I'm going to trigger it right now because okay, I'm not going to be able to cast the resurrection because I got sealed by the fatigue. Can I resist long enough? Nope, sure couldn't. Well, it's a good thing my Fire Zeus has got this handled, because everybody else is dead. Now, I actually might be able to get my resurrection off. Yep. It's not going to matter, but... So who had the highest? Probably her on the right. Yeah. That's why she got tinged with the disintegrate. Which, oh crap! I didn't cast the heal. Well, whatever. Resurrection at this point. That's actually surprising to me. The disintegrate didn't kill her. I mean, they're dead now, but. Can I recast the exclusive skill? It just has a 5-turn tool. You can, okay. I thought it lasts 5 turns in a row. You can use it once and then it goes on to a 5-turn cooldown for the rest of the fight. And then the cooldown goes away and you can do it again. Well, it doesn't matter because I had one person left and they got disintegrated. So, immunity, I honestly think immunity is freaking required more than the debuff. Because as you saw there, without the immunity, my guys just got slaughtered. So another immunity person would be... Water, normal, Evo 2. Right there. Let's do the 50,000 this time. And I'm just trying to, this will be my last try for the light, just because, you know, it can get frustrating to have this over and over and over again be failures. And they do recognize it, which is why they're going to make these easier to defeat. But this is just so people can see this prior to, oh, okay. And I got my immunity giver debuffed and locked out, which is basically going to lead to a potential epic failure here. I'll go ahead and trigger the boost because at this point, if I don't, it's not going to matter anyway. Can finally trigger you, which means the rest of my guys can actually get their attacks off. Do I live through stuff? Nope. I'm not even going to get my resurrection off because I was locked out for so long it did not matter. But that actually is a good point. If you spend for the skill, spam it. Don't do what I did. And I'll do this again just so you can see it. So every 6 turns you get the 50% increase. Don't sit on the skill. That didn't do me any favors. Won't do you any favors either. Oh, and I didn't buy it. So, well, I don't have to worry about activating it this time and spamming it. Okay, so they can't debuff me again for the rest of the fight, basically. So I'll be able to recover my skills prior to... Well, maybe I won't, actually. I don't know. Nope, I take that. I did get more than enough SP to pull it off. Okay, resistance, resurrection, attack, attack. Attack up, attack, attack, attack. Okay, so this is where having the resurrection is important. Attack, immunity. I actually don't think I'm going to pull this off because all my guys are dead. So had I actually purchased the attack up, I would have been successful there. All right, so you can see right there that the light dungeon, map 4, effectively, I'm just not going to beat it right now. Not until they actually tweak the dungeon and lower the difficulty down. So that was light. We'll go look at dark because apparently I've not defeated stage 3 of dark yet. Their strategy suggestion: courageous strikers, shockers, blinders, sappers. Deal shock on it while it's under the effect of weakness amplification. So I got a shocker, I've got a shocker, I've got a shocker. So I've got shockers that are here, able and willing to do shocks. We will go ahead and buy the damage boosts. All right, and we're going to activate the damage boosts. And then we are going to attack it. I mean, basically I'm just attacking him with non-stop lightning attacks because that's what I'm going to do. And Miho, my light Miho is my healer as well. Okay, so he throws full buff debreaks. I'm going to rebuff my team because I don't want to be debuffed. So my courageous striker is no more because he be dead. Rethrow my immunity. I have hurt him. He's not healing, so that is useful. Alright, everybody got their shockers. I was actually able to land a shock on him because he must have had the amplification going. So I was able to wipe him with the first team. Okay, I forgot to re-hit my spam skill, but we're not going to forget that here. She'll hit him again. Okay, I don't think I have any way to remove his immunity now. Well, my light Yuki is definitely making a showing for herself. She's done half the damage to the Courageous Striker on this fight here. Alright, so, and I forgot to hit the spam skill for the second time, but whatever, I've managed to take that out. Go ahead and not forget right now. Alright, so my Courageous Striker is my second unit. She's the only Courageous Striker here. Well, that's not true. My Light Arthur every 3 super ults is a Courageous Striker. I accidentally left that on auto. Turn that auto off because that's bad to do. Throw my shield and heal. You just need to keep hitting. You're not going to be doing your ult. Don't use the ults, Luke. Don't use the ults. Okay, so I'm going to be unable to throw my shield right now. So we'll go ahead and throw these guys' attacks. Okay, there's my shield. I mean, this is the reason I did bring the Light Persephone, was to help me with SP for this fight. Oh, okay. Let's go and re-trigger that again. And speaking of which, her SP boost is more important than her ulting. I'm actually shocked that my Light Persephone has done as much damage as she's done. I'm going to use her ult for a second. Okay, apparently I do need to be using her ult. Her ult is the Courageous Strike, not the other skill. Well, that's my fault, but still beat it. Remember, Luke, use the right one. Use the Force, Luke. Don't use the wrong thing. Her Courageous Strike is the second skill, not the first one. Okay, so then next stage, where I'm sure I will fail at this, but we'll go ahead and buy the 100% attack. Oh, I can't do it because I'm now at 0 of 2, so I'm at a reset point. So I am going to go take a peek at the jemmies that I got and see if I got enough to get the other set settled for putting on a different type of unit. Do that as soon as I hit up some of the stuff here. Oh, no. Manage items, crystals, by type. There's the shielder. The tank is the shielder. I do now have a left, right, and center for a tank type. So let's search for tank. Let's bring in the light Lucy. She's the one that can give me a shield to start the fight. And her, she's the second run in. I actually have enough to do 2 sets worth. Okay, so which one do I want to do first then? First is going to be the shielder because I use her for other stuff too. Tank. Flat recovery sucks, but if I re-roll it, I could miss it. So we'll just keep it. And then this one, craft. Ah, that's better. A % recovery. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit the upgrades on them. Consex. The upgrades do not affect substats. Left, right. Oh, that one has a substat. We will use that one. So you. And you. And you. Ten fruit for activating the tank set? That's just being rude. Tank, light, okie dokie. And then we'll throw on the other tanker because she's a member of this other team. Go ahead and upgrade it because why not? Equip. You. Upgraded consecutive. Close, equip. And upgrade. So she's got a set locked in now too. Alright, so that is letting you guys see some of this void stuff, how to start working things. Obviously didn't do all the dungeons because I only have 3 runs a day unless I spend a lot of gems. I actually am willing to spend another set of extra gems just to try this, although it's going to eat up all my rewards for the week having messed around in here. So I was just doing, was I just doing dark? I thought I was just doing lights. I don't remember. Well, we'll try this. I was doing, because this is the team I was just using. Okay, so we'll do a reset. We'll give this a try. Okay, I should have a 2-turn shield running. There's the shield. Useful. While the shield is running, there's really no point to throw the immunity, so we'll just go ahead and hit him some more. Throw immunity on my guys. Oh, she's got debuff. She's doing like 23 damage to the guy on the left. Funny. Okay. Oh, that was good to land the full buff break. I landed a shock, which means I really need to land this turn with 10% damage. Or 10% heal. He's still shocked. I did not expect him to take 2 turns worth of that. Uh-oh. Not sure that 10% would be enough to keep him alive. He's only got 5,000 hit points. Yep, he'd be dead. I'm not sure I can pull this off with what I've got left. Maybe. No reason not to use that one. Oh shit, he's got 2 turns worth of shocks. Hit him while we can, boys. Hit him while we can. That's right, I do have 2 debuffers here. Well, it's useful and only the middle guy can make his attacks. I'm actually living a lot longer than I thought I was going to at the moment. well, it's not going to last much longer because my guys are about toast. All right, so had I had the 100% damage boost, I would have been successful here. Did not have it, so I'm just going to give up. Apparently I'm not because he didn't want me to. I'm going to give up. Play again. Trigger over here so I can get the damage boost. Come on. Maybe. 100%. And there's no reason not to trigger it right now. Oh, what the? God damn it. You somehow selected the guy on the left. Hit the guy on the left. We don't need to, but we're going to. That's not cool. He can take a 2-turn shock, but then the guy on the right pops him right out of it. Not cool at all. Oh, I didn't. Okay, well, on this next damage boost against him, which will be whenever it is, which will not be just yet. Okay, there's the weakness amplification. Okay, so next turn is his weakness. So I thought. It is not. Okay, so now he can't throw immunity because I locked the guy who can throw the immunity down. Although his buddy on the other side apparently throws immunity, so it didn't matter. Okie dokie. Well. I have no idea if I'll be able to cut through this. Probably not. I'm taking Yeah, taking way more damage than I can afford to be taking right now. My courageous striker lived longer. So that begs, do I bring in a shielder instead of Miho? I guess I do. He's not throwing much in the way of disrupts against me. Okay, so we're going to try to pull in a healer shielder over what I've got going for the Miho at the moment. Huh. Or somebody who does immunities with Courageous Striker. Let's do that. Let's see how that goes. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water because I'm dying of thirst at the moment. Okay, back. I forgot to buy the attack boost, so that could be disruptive. Okay, so I can throw my immunity in just a second with a heal. A heal is the important piece here. Those side units have crazy hit point or crazy defenses. I'm not even sure what they have crazy. That's 2 defense breaks in a row? What? Well, I think my Courageous Striker on my light Courageous Striker's a deadie again. He's a deadite. A deadite to me, I tell you, a deadite to me. I think my Dark Saren is going to be the star of this fight. She's throwing really good damage. And she's letting me throw heals. And I just landed a shock on her. On it. Dark Saren for the success here, folks. Oh, well, there's the immunity, but... Oh, I sure hope I didn't speak too soon. Dark Saren for maybe the success here, folks. I need one more hit. Dark Saren is just going to attack. There is no more of this Miss Nice Saren. My voice is a killing word from Dune, House Atreides. Alright, so this will be interesting. Let's see if my light Yuki holds a candle to... Ooh, the silences. Oh, but the two-turn shockers landed on the side guys, so that's useful. Okay, this is where my hit point SP train commences. Wowzers, that hurt. Heal me! Yes, sir. We're on it. I'm going to lose my Courageous Striker on this wave. Yeah. My light Yuki, man, she's a good girl. Hope there was that is enough to keep the light Yuki alive so she doesn't die from this attack. It was, thankfully. That was his big wind-up attack there. And if she lived through this, she did. I don't think I debuffed him with a single, because I didn't have an immunity breaker, so I didn't punch through him. All right, we're at the final countdown. This is without damage boosts on this fight. Really just need SP across the board for my units here. Okay, so I've gotten him under half. This is where it gets harder because he starts getting more difficult because of his perseverance skill. or null void. Vastly increase attack power every 3 turns. The longer the fight drags out, the more his attack power goes. Oh, I'm not going to cast the shield. My guys aren't injured. Only one guy's missing the shield at the moment. That's why, because the full breath breaks commenceth. She's more valuable as an SP battery. I'm going to clear this without the damage boosts. The Dark Saren made the difference on that first team. Massively made the difference on the first team. Which let me get to the follow-up teams, which is going to let me successfully do this fight. Wow. Well, that was different and cool. I hope that wasn't one I'd already done, though. I don't think it was one I'd previously done. Let's see. I got my first high. And I got a... Okay. The reward is a hell of a lot better on this point. So I got a high, 2 mids, and a low. And 3 total of those crystals. We're not going to do the next round. I am woefully not prepared to do the next round of that one. We'll go... I've got 2 more since I did buy the boosts. Yeah, that's a joke. I'm not doing stage 5. Pass. Hard pass. Fire dungeon recommendation was what? Recovery seal. Okay. See, this is the thing. And I got on the case to MSL about this by message. So they say here use recovery seal. The guy's immune to it unless he has the debuff running on him. So if he has the debuff running on him, then you can recovery seal him. That's the only way you can recovery seal him, is when he has the debuff. He's got 2 different units that are giving him boosts. Oh my god, my cat wants some food, so I'll be right back. So he's got 2 different units. He's got the side unit that gives him the boost, and he's got himself that gives himself the boost. So their strategy is Courageous Strikers, Recovery Seals, Immunity and Resistance down, and Thirst. Thirst don't work. Recovery Seal doesn't work unless he's got the damage amp running on him. I've tried a number of things against this dude, and major no-go bueno against him. Now, his fire, I can shift out and bring the Dark Saren for one of the Courageous Strikers for a team that's missing a healer. The first team's missing a healer. So we're going to go grab that Dark Saren. Dark, Evo 3. Dark Saren can come join this team. So this Seraph has the recovery seal, which I may or may not trigger, but has it. The second team, I will buy the damage boosts, and then maybe somehow I'll be able to pull enough damage off fast enough so he can't out-heal what I'm throwing at him. But it does recommend a Thirst or a Heal Seal. And I specifically had prepped up. There's a light unit. Yeah, see, this is what I complained about. Putting on the light unit for the heal seal, it didn't work against this guy at all. see here. Okay, we're just going to try this. We'll see what happens. I don't expect things are going to work. My phone was connected to my laptop because it was connected to my laptop. It drained the tar out of it. Yeah, we're going to just go ahead and trigger every turn I can. We're going to be triggering that. That's the partial heal. And my heal blocker got stunned, so can't do anything to prevent the full heal. Oh, the full heal didn't even trigger yet. Well, maybe we can just kill it before it gets... I've got the seal on it. Oh my god. The seal actually worked. Which means I will kill him on this attack. Dark Shelly will do me justice. Or Dark Shelly. Water Shelly, my 3-star unit, will do me justice. Alright, exclusive skill. Boost. Defense break. Landed. Okay, that boosted damage on those guys. Massive damage boost for you guys. Okay, so now it resets. Interesting. Okay, we'll trigger the exclusive skill again. We will hit it again. The defense break there made a huge difference damage output wise. We'll hit it again. Okay, so the question is, can I land the defense break from her? Yes. Okay, so you're going to get a heal. My guys are pooped out because they got stunned, so there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, in theory, this is where I can hit him with the thirst. It worked. Killed it anyway. So that was useful. Damage boost first turn though, huge. Okay, so landed a couple of mids. I'm actually really scared to try that next stage on that one. So let's look at the other guys. We'll look for a minute. Voids. So we did fire. Next stage would be stage 4. Next stage of water would be stage 4. I've not done woods. Okay, so let's look at wood. What's your strategy suggestion? Immune to status effects, very high fixed defense. For every cast curse, make sure to use taunt every certain number of turns. Attack power increase the first immunity. And use lethal strike to deal significant damage within a short time. Okay, so it's recommending lethal strike, taunts, immunities. Lethal strikes, yes. Immunities. Pretty sure that's taunts. Taunts. Don't have the immunities on these on the last team unless I replace you 6 dark Evo 3 go ahead and grab you. Well, in theory, In theory, this will work. In reality, who knows? Oh, I have my shielder to start with because, oh, okay, yeah, this will be, oh, oops, I messed up already. Should have used my exclusive skill to start with to get the damage boost running. Yeah, this guy's got massive amounts of resistance taunts. Okay, so there's the taunts. Gonna throw my damage boosts. Why not? We'll throw the shield. We'll just keep trying to taunt him. Oh, I can't because he's now immune. Okie dokie. Hit him, and how? There's the taunt that was landed, which he then made himself immune to. Okay, not gonna bother with the shields. I got my own immunities running at the moment. Oh my god, why are we attacking the side unit? I don't care about the side unit, don't attack it! What a waste of my attack! A maxed out Miho attack and you went after the side unit because you guys are a bunch of ninny-compoops. Okay, and that's the end of that try. See, this guy is just way too difficult. I don't know what the deal is with this, why that one is so hard. I took him barely under half. Barely under half. So we're not going to bother with that one again. That's light dungeon, dark dungeon, fire dungeon. No, this is the one I... Alright, well, we'll try it. Good first turn worth of hits. Bad, my team got stunned so much. Hit him again. Hit him again. He healed. I did not land my heal blocker, and so he got a heal off on his buddies. And I have not gotten enough SP from my healer to be able to throw heals myself. There, I can finally throw it. Will I live long enough to do so? Probably not. Oh, I did live long enough. Look at that. We're going to use the alts in a moment. My healer is just not landing the SPs at all. Okay. And get him. That's the plan. That's the plan. Get him. Yeah, not quite. Because I got blocked there, mainly I think because my Dark Saren did not land the SP orbs initially, so that did not help. She's still not getting the SP orbs. I mean, she's throwing fantastic damage, but if she can't throw a heal, my guys are all just going to die. that's that's just the way it's going to be. And okay, yeah, that's another fail. Now she can throw a heal. Okay. I honestly think I'm going to have to take out him. Because I've got to have a consistent healer that can keep my guys alive, or I'm a failure. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but if I can't keep my guys alive, my guys are dead, in which case I failed. So try like this. That will give me an actual healer who will be able to get the SP, in theory, consistently flowing. Although he is getting healed, because I'm not landing enough debuffs against him to block. And I'm running into the same issue. So he's throwing and just destroyed me. Okay, so we're going to exit out from that because that was a fail. The one void dungeon I've been successful at. We'll go back. We'll do it again. Get some more highs. In theory, if I'm successful at it again. Wow, I'm going to lose my courageous striker again. I guess I'll be well, lose one of my courageous strikers. I'll be clear about that. Not losing both of them. Why does this keep chirping? Whatever. I keep forgetting to use the skill. We'll go ahead and use it now. Had 2 chances to actually lock him down and failed on both tries. I think this should just kill him though. Okay, so 1 piece down. I don't know what's going on with those side units, but they have way the heck too much defense and health going on there. Okay, so we're going to use the exclusive skill in just a moment. Activates. My turn. Get him boyos. It should be the Cupid that kills it. Yeah, like those side units, I'm not even scratching. I've got no idea what their defenses are, but they're untouchables apparently. well, that was another punch through. So I can beat this map at 100,000 gold a pop, which is expensive, but it does net me one high and some mids. Okay, so I'm done. So done for today. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Some of them are possible. They are going to be weakening those maps down to make it easier. Good luck on your fights against this new top tier void dungeon stuff. I guess I will go take a quick peek before I go at the new shards I got. Oh, PvP rewards are in. Those rewards are in. I gotta remember tomorrow to set our clan. By the way, I do have a clan running. You guys are welcome to join if you're interested. I've got plenty of space in it. Let me know. Pop that out. Alright, so we are just going to take a quick look at the crystals. I was saying goodbye and everything, but we're going to at least look at what we got going on here. By grade, we got a couple highs. I have 5, so I can do 5 tries to get something good out of this thing. So, sure, let's see what happens. Honestly, considering you can have 3 things on here, you absolutely want to get, at least, man, I'm not landing a 40%er for the life. The defense sucked. We'll lock that one in. It will cost me 3 to re-roll. So, I'm not going to do anything else with that one at the moment. Let's take a look at the other one, craft. I can just roll once and see what shows up. 12.5% hit points. They can only go to 5 anyway, so wow, but that is a huge upgrade. Quick upgrade. For balance types. Balance types give allies 15% attack power in dungeons. Void dungeons. Okay. Anyway, now I'm done. Alright, guys. Bye for now.